Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Antoinette, Heather, and Greyson from the ant farm.
Yes.
And we're not talking about the little ant farms that go on our shelves at home. Antoinette, tell me about the ant farm.
So the ant farm, we have a ranch in Dinuba, and we started rescuing animals quite a while ago, but we really got into rescuing equine about a year ago from kill pens in Texas.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. So we have miniature donkeys and miniature horses that we rescued from a kill pen in Texas.
Uh-huh.
I have rescue chickens that we rescued from egg farms.
Oh, okay.
We have goats, we have alpacas, we have pigeons, we have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, really? It sounds like it.
Yes.
How did you get started in this?
I've been a vet tech for over 20 years.
Uh-huh.
That was my previous profession, so it's hard not to end up in that situation where you're rescuing animals, but they've always been important to me anyway. So
Right.
it's just,
And so, Antoinette, how long have you been doing this now?
gosh, rescuing animals?
Right.
How
Officially
old am I?
is the ant farm.
As the ant farm, about a year.
About a year.
Yes.
And I imagine that you're kept pretty busy.
Very busy.
But when you first told me that you were talking about rescuing animals, my mind automatically went to like dogs and cats, because that's the normal thing that people think about. But horses and goats and chickens, and people don't think about how do we end up with those types of animals out there needing to be rescued?
Well, I think what happens, even again as a vet tech, I've seen my share and ended up with my share of rescues that are cats and dogs, bottle
Right.
feeding puppies and kittens. Basically the same way. People will take in animals and not realize the responsibility that it takes.
Yeah.
Not just that they look cute in their yard. You have to take care of them if they get sick. You have to get a hold of a vet. You have to feed them. You have to vaccinate them. So there's a huge
There's just a
responsibility.
lot of responsibility that
Yes.
goes with that.
Yes.
And so, that cute little goat that I saw on a TV show, and it's a little miniature goat, I'm going to put it out in my backyard. And
Right.
the next thing I know, it's butting the kids and hurting them, or it's tearing up the garden, or this, that, and the other. And what am I going to do with this thing, right? So let's just turn it loose somewhere.
Yes. Yes.
And that happens, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, or they call me.
And they call you.
That's more like
Or they call me or tag me and let me know that something is in need of assistance.
And how do they find you?
We have a Facebook page called The Ant Farm, which my daughter Heather created.
Okay, cool.
So she can tell you a little bit about that.
she was getting a lot of tags on Facebook, social media, just from word of mouth or friends that know, oh, hey, I have this friend that's a vet tech, and she has acreage, she lives on a ranch. We kind of were taking wayward animals here and there anyway.
Right.
So because that's the way that it got rolling, we decided to keep it on that platform, just because social media is so user-friendly,
Right.
and everybody's on Facebook. So I started the ant farm for her, and then you can go on there and we post updates. If we get new critters out there when they're available, because we do a lot of rehab with the animals.
And you adopt them out.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, get
We
them
have some
healthy.
foster failures that, they take
Yeah.
a piece of your heart, so they're not going anywhere. But
Right.
for the most part, we adopt them out.
Oh, that's awesome. Find them a good home. And
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Now, Greyson, he's not one of our... How you doing, son? Grayson's on the show today because
Oh, Oh,
his...
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing great.
You're doing great. Awesome. What do you think about the ant farm, Greyson?
Well, when I'm sleeping, I feel really weird, and I have really weird dreams.
So Greyson is on the autism spectrum.
Uh-huh.
And what we're hoping for eventually, too, is once we get all our ducks in a row with getting, just nonprofit and everything in order, to also have kids come out and do tours of the farms, because they're very friendly animals. They're more patient with kids. They do wonderful with him, especially a lot of the mini ponies and stuff.
Right.
We'll have them come out and they'll be able to do some animal therapy and just, go out and be in nature and with,
Well,
more
that's-
tolerant than people. Animals are very tolerant with them.
I suppose you could probably use donations to help out, too.
We can. We haven't yet gotten our 401. It's a long process. They could absolutely go onto the Facebook page. We're not looking for cash donations because that gets a little sticky, and I want everyone to know that
but
we
things
are.
like feed or
Right.
various
Right.
implements that pertain to
Right.
taking care of animals and stuff, chicken
Right.
feeders and
Yes.
so on and so
yes.
forth.
They can actually go on to the Facebook page again. We do all of our shopping at the Hay Company, and they've been wonderful about allowing people to call in and say, hey, I would like to donate some hay.
All right. It's called the Hay
The
Company.
hay company.
And
yes,
they are located
in Sanger,
in Sanger.
the outskirts of Sanger out in the
So
country.
if you're around or if you want to help out, you're out of the area, you
Yes.
go to the Sanger and you look up the Hay Company.
Yes.
And they can make a donation
Yep.
through, they can buy
Over the
feed
phone.
or whatever the Hay Company. That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
it's pretty
great
cool.
that they're working with you on
Yes.
that.
They're
Yes.
very
And
good.
and what about if I'm maybe I'd like to have a miniature pony or something, and I'm a responsible miniature pony type person. I can get a hold of you through Facebook.
Absolutely.
Come out and take a look.
Absolutely. And we will check. We want to make sure, because we've invested a lot of time and resources in making sure that they're healthy and rehabbed. They were all, I think the pictures were shown, most of them were very, very thin. Some of them had been starved. That is not the case anymore. They're quite full figured.
Excellent.
Yes, so they are, a lot of them will be available for adoption, and that will allow us to have room for other rescues that come in.
Well, Antoinette, thank you
Thank
for what
you
you're doing.
so much.
Thank you for
Appreciate
being
it.
on the show.
Thank you.
Come on back. Let us know how
We'd
things are
love
going,
to.
will you?
We'd
We're going to
love
come bring you a pony.
Yes, we'll bring a pony.
Can be the Central Valley Talk mascot.
There you go. All right. Well, I don't know. But anyway, I have a horse at home it's a pet more than a horse anymore. I understand. If you have a heart and you want to help, they can use some donations. Again, the Hay Company out in Sanger. If you want to find out about animal rescue, you might want to give them a call. It is the Ant Farm. So anyway, we'll see you when we come back.